Hello and good morning everyone. Today, my group and I will be presenting about volumetric analysis and its application in the wine industry. This topic is not only relevant in chemistry but also in real life industry like food and beverage. Let me start by introducing my group member. I'm Evarina Ismail and working together with me are Natalie Treshna, Nureda Nabila, and Siti Rabiatul Adoya.
First, let's move on to our objectives of the video. First of all is to define the volumetric analysis and titration. Second, to explain the concept of direct titration related with wine making process. Lastly is to learn how volumetric analysis is used in wine making process. Now, let's move on to our introduction.
Now, moving on to my part, which is the introduction, I will briefly introduce you to our topic that we are about to discuss, which is volumetric analysis in application of wine. So, volumetric analysis might sound fancy, but it's actually really just a smart way to measure how much of something is in a liquid, like when we do titration in the lab. Now, in the wine world, this technique is super useful. Winemakers use it to check the acidity, sugar, alcohols, and even sulfur levels. Why? Because all these things affect how the wine tastes, how long it lasts, and whether it's safe to drink. So, basically, thanks to the volumetric analysis, we get wine that not only delicious but also high quality and consistent every time. Now, I will tell you a little bit definition about volumetric analysis. So actually, volumetric analysis is a full and precise method of quantitative chemical analysis. Basically, it's all about measuring how much of a known solution called nitrate we need to react completely with an unknown one, the analyte. Whether it's a neutralization or a redox reaction, these methods help us figure out the exact concentration of a solution. We use special glassware like burettes, pipettes, and volumetric flasks, and an indicator is often added to show us the exact moment the reaction is complete. That's called the end point. It's sign in action, one drop at a time.
Next, we move on to the definition and types of titration. Titration is a technique that is used to determine the concentration of unknown solution, which is analyte, by reacting it with a solution of known concentration. This process is involved carefully adding the titrant to the analyte until the reaction is complete, which is often indicated by a color change. There are 4 types of known titrations that is usually used in experiment or industry, which is acid-base, redox, precipitation, and complex somatic titration. And in this application of wine analysis, we were using acid-base or redox or maybe precipitation titration. Next, we move on to the definition of direct titration. Direct titration is a method where a solution of known concentration is directly added to an unknown concentration solution. The solution is kept being added until the reaction completes, typically indicated by a change in the color of indicator or other method. In essence, direct titration is a straightforward process of gradually adding a known solution to an unknown solution until the reaction is complete, allowing for the determination of the unknown solution's concentration. Next.
So, what is wine product and what is the wine industry all about? Wine product are alcoholic drink made mainly from fermented grapes, but others fruit can be used too. The wine industry include everything from growing grapes to making the wine and even marketing and selling it. There are different types of wine such as red wine, white wine, rose, sparkling wine, and fortified wine like port or sherry. The wine industry is also a major global industry. It contributes to agriculture, tourism, and plays a big part in export economies for many countries. Understanding this topic helps us to see why accurate chemical testing like volumetric analysis is so important in winemaking.
Now, we are reaching the end point of this discussion, which is the most interesting part in this topic, which is how volumetric analysis is used in wine. Now, let us talk about how wine gets its perfect test thanks to the volumetric analysis. First up, the acidity test. We add a base like sodium hydroxide drop by drop until the wine changes color, telling us how tangy or sharp it is. Then, there's the sulfur dioxide test. Sulfur dioxide helps keep wine fresh, and by adding iodine, we watch for a color change to see how much is in that. Now for the sugar test, this one's sweet. Using Valine solution, we see how much sugar reacts and figure out if the wine's dry or deliciously sweet. And finally, the alcohol content. We boil the wine, separate the alcohol, and measure it to find out just how strong the sip really is. Science and wine, the perfect pairing. In conclusion, volumetric analysis plays a vital role in the wine industry by offering accurate and reliable methods to determine the chemical composition of wine. Through titration, winemaker can measure key elements such as acidity, residual sugar, alcohol content, and sulfur dioxide levels. These measurements are essential for maintaining the quality, taste, and safety of the wine, while also ensuring it meets industry standards and legal requirements. In the end, volumetric analysis supports a consistent production and builds consumer trust in wine products. We hope you enjoy our informative video and learn something new today. Thank you for watching.